Hello, eighth grade world history, and welcome back to our fourth day of world history class. It's Thursday. Congratulations, you're almost done with your first week of eighth grade. Woo, that's a big deal, right? Almost a Friday, almost to the weekend. Today, we are going to continue with our explorations of Quest, and we are going to go ahead and get started. Awesome. So, again, welcome to day 4. It's Thursday. Our daily objective for the day is I can single out information from a historical source and track the information by researching an unsolved historical mystery. But before we start with our quest activity today, we are going to do our first practice of mindfulness. We're doing this to take a moment to relax. So get in a position where you feel relaxed. If you want to sit on the floor, go ahead and do that right now. If you want to lay down, take the time to do that as well. Now, the reason we're doing this, again, is most of you, I'm sure, have had a really busy week. Lots of work, lots of staring at a screen. Some of you have been waking up very early. Some of you have been staying up very late. And practicing mindfulness through meditation is a great way to take a break from all of that work. So, and you are taking that break so you can work on yourself. Make sure you are okay and you are doing well. So, if at any point during this week you have thought to yourself, I feel stressed out, this is a lot of work, gosh, I wish I wasn't staring at a screen all day. Taking a moment to practice mindfulness will be really helpful and will probably make you feel really good. All you've got to do is give it your best. So I'm going to load it up. We're going to spend about the next 6 minutes or so learning more about meditation and the breath through an app called Smiling Mind.
Exploring the breath. The Smiling Mind program is quite simple, but it does require a bit of practice. Like with any new skill you're trying to learn, the more you practice, the easier it is and the better you get. The Smiling Mind program is going to take you on a journey to a land that we call the Land of Mindfulness. It's a special place inside you where you're safe and strong. A place where you can put a big smile on your mind. To travel to the Land of Mindfulness, I'm going to talk you through a short exercise that requires paying attention to your breath. The easiest way to do this exercise is by sitting on a cushion on the floor or lying down on the floor on your back. Now, if you're sitting, make sure that your back is straight and that you're comfortable. Now, close your eyes and place both hands on your belly. If you're not comfortable closing your eyes, look down at your belly. Try not to let your eyes wander because this will distract you. With your hands on your belly, start breathing deeply, deeper than you usually breathe. Can you feel your hands move up and down? Do you know what's causing them to rise and fall? It's your breath. Take a few big breaths and see if you can get your hands to rise even higher. As you breathe in, imagine your breath moving deep down into your belly, feeling your hands rise up and fall as you breathe out. You might notice that while you try to pay attention to your breath, your mind wanders or gets distracted. Don't worry, it's completely normal. In fact, this is what the mind does. Every time your mind wanders, try bringing your attention back to your breath. You're going to try counting 10 breaths, feeling your belly rise up when you breathe in and fall when you breathe out. Let's try this together. So, breathe out first. Now, count 1 as you breathe in, 2 as you breathe out, 3 in, 4 out, 5 in, 6 out, 7 in, 8 out, 9 in, 10 out. Good. With every breath, feel how you become more calm and relaxed, more clear and more content. Now, bring your hands to rest in your lap or on the floor next to you if you're lying down. See if you can feel your breath moving in and out of your body. You might feel your belly rising, your chest expanding, or the breath coming into your nostrils. Pick one spot that you want to focus on. Try to keep your concentration on this spot as you do another round of counting your breaths. Counting 1 as you breathe in, 2 as you breathe out, all the way up to 10 as we did before. Remember, it's normal for your mind to wander or get distracted. If this happens, just bring your attention back to counting your breaths. Well done. You've just put a big smile on your mind. I'm now going to ring a bell to signal the end of the exercise. Try to sit with your eyes closed until you can't hear the ringing of the bell anymore. And then you can open your eyes. We recommend that you listen to and practice with the 5-minute daily mindfulness guide for 5 or 6 days before moving on to level 2. Remember, the more often you practice, the better you'll get, and the happier your mind will become.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for doing that with me. I always really enjoy the way I feel after meditating. And I take a moment to think about it and I go, you know what? I do feel a little bit more peaceful. I do feel a little less stressed out. I feel a little bit more relaxed. And as eighth graders, that's a super important feeling to feel sometimes. I know how hard eighth grade is. So hopefully, a few minutes of meditation practice helps you feel a little bit better. We're going to jump back into a review of Quest. We've been working on it the last few days, so I'm going to go through the definition of it again somewhat quicker than I have before. You've all seen this slide, so let's just go right on through it. Q is for questions. What questions do you have about the topic? What do you want to know? Next is U for underlining key terms. What key terms are you going to look for when reading your document? Next letter is E, evaluate your sources. We did this yesterday. Look at your source. Is it trustworthy? Why or why not? S is for single out. Single out the pieces of information that best answer your question. And finally, T for track. You're going to track where you found your information so you can give credit to the author. Now today, we are going to be focusing on the S and the T of Quest. Single out and track. So how do we go about singling out the most important pieces of information? Every source is going to have a lot of information. How are we going to single it out? And the way to begin is think about your questions. When you read a source, you've already come up with what you want to know. You've come up with what you're interested in about the source. So let's say I picked Stonehenge as my ancient mystery. A question that I came up with is, where is Stonehenge located? Right? I don't know. So I want to give it a look. I want to find that piece of information. So now it'll be up to me to single out pieces of information that help me answer my question. So if we are on the Stonehenge Facts Science for Kids Club website, I'm going to begin reading the article to see if I can find out where Stonehenge is located. Stonehenge, found in Wiltshire, England. Whoa! The first sentence of this article answered my question, okay? I now know that Stonehenge is located in a town called Wiltshire in the country of England. So, when I go to my graphic organizer, when I have found out where Stonehenge is located, I can type Stonehenge is located in Wiltshire, England. Okay? It's as easy as that. You ask your question, you find out where your question is answered, and you use those words to help answer your question. Now, the next step is track. We're going to track where the information came from. We're going to ask ourselves questions like, what was the source called? Who was the author? So if we go back to our website, we look up and we see, okay, the website is called Science for Kids. The article is called Stonehenge Facts. Normally, an author is put at the top, but it doesn't look like there's an author here at the top. So we're going to scroll down to the bottom of the article, and we see, again, there is no author. So we don't know who wrote it, but that's okay. We know the title of the article, and we know the name of the source. So if we're back at our graphic organizer, we can type in, the website is called Stonehenge Facts. That's what the article is called, Stonehenge Facts. The website is called Science for Kids. Okay? We don't know what the author is, and that's okay. Not every source is going to have an author. So, just to recap, we started with our question, Where is Stonehenge located? We found our answer. Stonehenge is located in Wiltshire, England. And we tracked that information. The article is called Stonehenge Facts. The website is called Science for Kids. And there wasn't an author, which is okay. So that is what all of you are going to be doing today to practice. So when I say go, you are going to log on to Edmodo. You are going to find your sources document. You're going to find your graphic organizer. And you are going to work on the S and the T of Quest. If you finish the S and the T of Quest early, that's awesome. Good job. You can relax for the day. You can hang out. You can work on some stuff for your class. You can meditate a little bit more if you'd like. But by the end of class today, try to find at least one fact to single out and track that information. If you can find multiple facts, that's good. Try to answer all of your questions that you wrote down in your questions box. You'll know you're done when you have answered all of your questions in the questions box. Alrighty, world history. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you for all of your hard work, and I'm excited to see you tomorrow. Have a good one.